Dalam BuzzPOP hari ini, kita bakal membincangkan tentang My Hero Academia Season 5, episod 12. Para panelis kita malam ini terdiri daripada saya, Nadzru Iskandar daripada BuzzPOP TV. Kaki anime kita, Shazli American. What's up, bro?
Hello.
Hai. Serta kaki manga kita, Anri Alwi. What's up, bro?
Alright, what's up? Hello.
Hey, man. Nampaknya panjang lagi lah sebelum movie ke mall dibuka. Sampai bulan September, Oktober tu. It's like, aku sedih because blockbuster season is about to start dekat Hollywood, man. I mean, kita ada A Quiet Place 2, Fast and Furious 9, Conjuring 3, Black Widow in like 2 weeks.
Fast and Furious kalau kau tengok kat TV kan tak berbalik kau tahu.
Tak sama.
It's like the whole point is to be like, wee.
Itulah. So, aku rasa banyak Malaysians akan mula pirate ya bila in the next 3 months. Pasal kalau nak tunggu cinema buka September, Oktober, tak ada punya lah. Tak ada.
Yeah.
Apa pendapat korang? Do you think people are going to pirate more or not?
Personally lah, I think there will be more pirates, tapi there won't be a lot of new pirates per se. Macam like people
we
like,
go back to our old ways.
kan macam dah terpaksa kan dah. Kalau tidak nanti member aku yang spoil dengan aku, so you know, it's not.
Betul.
But betul. Macam to me lah, selagi there is no official cancellation of the films kan, you tak payah nak pirate awal sangat. You think about it kan.
Kita hidup dalam zaman Twitter, Facebook ni. Contohnya Black Widow keluar esok. Within that like 2 hour ban, nah ambil spoiler. Black Widow dah balik. Black Widow kembali ke MCU. Lepas tu kau macam
aku dah identify 3-4 orang dah. Aku akan block or temporarily unfollow masa spoiler season ni.
Betul. Itulah. Anri, apa pula pendapat kau? Do you think people are going to go back to the old ways or we're going to get new generation of pirates in Malaysia?
I think piracy is going to be rampant within the next few months. I mean, people were pirating when things were good. Now that things are like this, for sure there's going to be more activities going on. I wouldn't hold my breath lah. People becoming loyal to pay Hollywood that extra amount of money and waiting out.
Cannot wait, bro. These days, cannot wait.
Why must you wait? You have an alternative option. It's just that some people are not getting paid from it. People take it. We are not noble creatures. We are all flawed, base instincts creatures.
Aku suka pemikiran Anri ni. Okay lah, so dengan itu.
Aku perasan tak, Anri dah muda sikit lah.
It's easier to put my mask on with less beard activity.
Okay, so kita punya panelis keempat kita malam ini dah masuk. Nazir, what's up Nazir?
Hi, it's been a while. How do you guys do?
Okay, dengan itu kita akan mulakan perbincangan malam ini dengan reaksi satu ayat. Aku akan mulakan reaksi satu ayat aku adalah filler episode. Judul episod minggu ini, The New Power and All for One. Namun, it barely has anything new to say about All for One. Apakah reaksi satu ayat kau terhadap episod minggu ini? Anri, silakan Anri.
Okay, this episode is like the Fast and Furious movie franchise. There's one too many episodes of this. Seriously, you can just have one proper episode, and all these things you can just mention as an afterthought. I don't think it's a good episode. I think it's the weakest so far.
Agreed, definitely. Shaz, do you agree, setuju tak dengan Anri or kau okay with it? Silakan.
Kalau from a critical standpoint, yeah, it's quite weak lah the episode. Dia macam character development pun average, lawan-lawan pun macam like okay, it's a like kalau dalam wrestling kan, the term is a squash punya fight tau. Dia akan hantar macam the big names macam Big Show ke John Cena ke, lepas tu kau hantar Mamat Ceput ni kan, yang sepatutnya very strong tapi just kena squish dia macam tu. So that's what those villains were lah. Tapi aku punya reaksi satu ayat, aku sebenarnya kesian dengan Kurohiro kau tahu. That one scene tu kan, when they're showing, all the students are also like comparing notes and whatnot. Kurohiro tengok dari jauh kan. Si budak mushroom tu tengah sembang dengan Takoyami, aku macam like sedih tu.
Aku
Bukan dia pun sedih gila.
Aku nampak Mineta tengah kena brainwash.
That was the comedy part.
What the fuck is that? Mesti dia brainwash nak jadi feminist woke. Feminist woke. Dia cakap tak boleh. Tak nak terima. Feminism tak mau terima.
It was like that one episode from Harley Quinn now when Dr. Psycho dia kena seksa Joker during season 1 and Joker ask him to watch apa feminist movie for like hours.
Yeah, aku rasa that was a pretty nice. It's a group shot, tapi you have so many things happening in the background, man.
Yeah. The episode has some merits lah. There was some scenes. That was one of it lah. But overall, I think it's unnecessary.
Yeah, overall it was a little bit thin. Nazir, apa pula pendapat kau?
Well, nak cakap filler pun boleh, nak cakap is a pre-arc for the next arc pun boleh cakap sebab we going to be the next arc I think for the next episode probably. So aku actually mixed feeling tau sebab fighting ada tapi tak macam ada.
Kanan sikit Nazir, kanan sikit. Muka kau off camera.
Oh, sorry. Scene fighting ada macam tak ada. Cakap memang banyak lah. But I'm glad to see Eri once again lah. I mean like it's been a while kita nampak Eri sebenarnya. So bagi aku episod kali ni macam okay lah. Kalau nak compare dengan previous memang diorang go all out dengan new power of one for all. Tapi kali ni macam aku rasa but also episod ni macam dia nak highlightkan hero-hero watak-watak sampingan jugalah. Macam nak kasih equal screen time lah senang cerita.
I guess so. Tapi aku agree dengan apa yang Shaz cakap earlier sebelum live stream. Dia cakap this is a cool down episode. Dalam 5 season of My Hero Academia, is it usually akan ada cool down episode? Is this a tradition? Anri ataupun Shaz kalau boleh jawab?
Yeah.
Dia akan ada macam post fight punya resolution episode and then dia akan the next episode tu dia akan ada build up episode. In fact, aku tengok 3 kali baru aku nampak there's actually a small repeating point dalam those filler punya sections tu, which is I'm assuming lah is going to be foreshadowing the next few episodes.
Oh. Yes, aku rasa ada dalam komen aku akan bacakan kalau korang berminat.
Sebab dalam sebab dalam dalam season 4 pun kalau kita perasan masa dia lawan dengan Kai tu dia pun ada cooldown episode yang dilawan dengan orang orang jahat tua dengan budak tu.
Bagi aku gentleman tu. Pada tu itu macam subplot pada aku. That wasn't pasal sampai 5 episod kot. You know.
Subplot aku rasa macam filler je pun ada sebab dia tak bagi apa-apa contribution for the next arc. If you remember correctly. Sebab the subplot from A to B, that's it. Dia tak ada apa-apa advancement langsung.
Well, he did belajar nak buat 5%, 20%. Dia macam that was his battle untuk 5%, 20% aku menjadi. But isn't it dah belajar back to the hujung season 3 setahu aku salah? Yang tu dia belajar in the woods. I'm thinking of season 4. Kan in the middle tu dia belajar in the woods dengan All Might. So bila dia lawan dengan gentleman bugler tu is when he actually ni dah tak belajar. I'm using it for real in a sense.
So kira blessing in disguise lah. Dalam
dia macam alamak kita ada lagi 4 episod nak habiskan season ni. Nak buat cerita apa lah. That's the way I see lah. Okay, aku akan bacakan beberapa komen dari penonton di rumah. Pertama daripada Arif Fikri Arifuddin, we need more Eri-chan.
Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately the next story arc ialah Hawks, Darby dan Endeavour. So tak tahu mana Eri-chan nak selit, or maybe by the end of this season lah akan ada Eri-chan. Seterusnya Encik Karot daripada Facebook mengatakan episod kali ini agak so-so lah.
Yep.
And Iqbal Lee pun menjawab, just a typical My Hero Academia aftermath episode.
Ya, aku setuju.
Yang interestingnya Daniel Zamri daripada YouTube mengatakan syarikat Death Nerat adalah Easter egg before arc yang baru.
Yes.
Syarikat tu kata mereka mula masuk ke dalam superhero enhancement.
Equipment hero punya making equipment. That was the subplot yang I mentioned lah. Dalam dia orang fight kat hujung-hujung the episode tu, kan he was using some the minor villain tu was using this macam gauntlets, tapi the gauntlet rosak. So adakah this is going to be a major development because there's now a black market of
black
parts.
market.
So why is there a black market if not to raise money?
Kita boleh tanya kita punya pembaca manga ya. Anri, kalau kau nak spoilkan sikit, or Shaz, are you okay with this? Kalau dia spoil a little bit about Death Nerat?
Boleh, sebab this one kita orang dah boleh predict dah that it's a story development that is naturally going lah kat situ.
Okay.
Silakan Anri.
Alright, if you recall the previous season during the inter-class punya tournament kan, where Bakugo jadi the winner, we see Mei Terumi, bukan, yang the gadget girl, Mei, I think that's the name. Yeah. She was the person who was in the support class of the Hero Academy, buat apa gadget semua kan. Okay, in the next coming arcs, there's going to be a lot of new villains coming in where they are more like support type sort of villains. They are not indirectly macam lawan kuat, but they became macam very important figures during this whole heroes versus villain fiasco. So there's going to be a lot of people yang macam support types that's going to appear. Right now we see all the villains kan, they're mostly macam, I'm going to bash this building, I'm going to kill All Might and all this kan. But you're going to see a lot more passive villains that's going to be equally more dangerous, because they're going to show that it's not just the guy who flags the most is going to be the biggest threat. Sometimes the one who are quiet behind the scenes, there's equally more dangerous and more valued by All for One.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm not going to say one particular character, but you probably have an idea, like something like macam there's going to be, Lex Luthor. Dia punya organisation kan, there's a lot of scientists up there. There was Mercy Graves, bawah tu ada macam tech division leaders. It's like all these people are like their punya lieutenants, and then for All for One, and they're going to appear in the woodworks.
Wow. Oh, so this ties back to the All for One punya segue tu yang dia takut lebih ramai orang akan keluar out of the woodwork, right?
Yeah, because All for One
punya 2 episode ago. Yeah.
All for One, he is not for world domination. He fights for philosophy. Basically, he wants to end the current punya order and recreate another order. He was all into chaos, not because of chaos itself. He wants to establish a new order where his ideas are the ideals of all the powered beings, all the quirk users. So a lot of people who actually allied work for him, even those who macam try to use him, they all share the same their punya interests are mutually aligned. So we're going to see all these people yang active, passive villains go and appear in the next future arcs, because this is what he wanted. This is what he built up for years, All for One.
Nice.
So aku nak tambah ni. Memang kalau you tengok all the previous anime episodes pun, there is not much for emphasis on support equipment. And support equipment ni pun dia ada macam, aku tak sure dia pernah mention specifically atau tidak, but they have companies and they have certain designers that are allowed to make all the support equipment. So they're not going to sell it to the to the villains lah, of course. So mesti aku rasa mungkin lah the gentleman thief tu was a foreshadowing of the fact that there are actual people who fail. Imagine tau, you bayangkan somebody who is as gifted as May, tapi sebab dia tak cut, dia doesn't make the cut, what is she going to do? Shigaraki was a cast off juga. So when all these people start to unite, that's when all the black markets can show up, all the secondary, all the villains, this is how they get to shine lah, by getting money to this kind of black market punya scenario.
That's interesting a bit. I look forward to mempelajarinya dalam season ni nanti.
Betul.
Komen terakhir, yang ni pun agak menarik ya, komen terakhir untuk segmen ni. Kategori The Great mengatakan ada scene yang telah dibuang tapi ada watak penting ya.
Ini mesti manga, tokoh manga.
Yes, pasal Ibali cakap semua ada dalam manga. What was the scene that was cut out? Do you remember anything, Anri?
I can recall. This is an episode. Everything's supposed to cool down, so there was nothing much for me to actually remember. Only thing I like from this episode is just Kami's cameo. Tu pun dia tak cakap.
Siapa punya cameo?
Kami. The girl yang
boleh
kena
transform tu.
yang transform, yang toga replace during the tournament.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tapi dia macam cameo saja kan?
Just cameo. It doesn't even talk. Just okay. That's about it. Actually, one word. That was my highlight for the episode because I like the character.
Okay. Nazir ada apa-apa sebelum aku go to the next segment?
No, I got nothing.
Okay.
Sebab aku rasa part yang aku nak borak tu belum lagi kot. Tak apalah,
Okay.
kita move next lah.
Yes, dengan itu kita akan membincangkan 5 babak menarik daripada episod minggu ini. Alright, so babak menarik pertama adalah, I think this been a long time coming, Shinso Hero Course Pass, di mana Shinso diumumkan berjaya dalam joint training dan bakal menyertai Hero Course nanti. Quote yang penting dalam babak ni adalah daripada Vlad King. Dia mengatakan Shinso will be in the Hero Course starting from your second year. Soalan aku kepada para panelis, apakah pendapat anda tentang Shinso akhirnya berjaya memasuki Hero Course? Kita mulakan dengan Shaz. Silakan Shaz.
Kalau nak kira dari segi story writing lah, there is no reason to put so much emphasis on him if he's going to be a throwaway character. So it's a given lah. Tapi sebab kalau kita suspend our disbelief kan, kalau kita tengok only from the series kan, memang they want to emphasize lah that the hero is not the ability, is the mindset. Kalau kita compare dengan macam Nazir mention kan, the villain tu, which is the gentleman punya thief tu, dia mindset dia gagal tau. Padahal dia boleh jadi official policeman kot. He doesn't have to be a full hero. In fact, kalau nak kira kan,
Ya, tak actually macam ni tau. Dia gagal sebab dia try too hard nak jadi villain, nak dapatkan attention tau. That's the problem. Dia try too hard. So end up dia rasa dia loser dalam
YouTuber,
villain
bro.
punya.
Kau kena ingat dia YouTuber, bro. Lepas tu bila tak
YouTuber.
dapat likes, tak dapat share, dia macam Kima.
Dia press gila kat babi.
tak. No, there is one thing. Itu he failed as a villain. But when he was in the hero course,
masa belajar kat UA.
he failed.
Yeah.
He did not graduate to become a hero. But there are kan kita tengok in one of the previous anime episode, one of the head of police was a dog. So having a quirk, just because you cannot use the quirk as a hero does not mean you cannot be a police who is actually a hero jugalah. In the sense of cuma you tak
member
ada
of
official,
society lah.
yes, you tak ada hero license. And who is to say that you can only become a hero by graduation? Macam kita tengok in real life pun, the hero is a job.
Yes.
Kan? So there are heroes who fail to renew their license and so on. So why not? Mungkin as you mature and become a better person, you can reapply as a hero. Macam kita jugalah kan. Some people mungkin PMR gagal, SPM gagal, masuk labour force lepas 5-6 tahun, dengan dapat degree. Because sometimes age matures a person, work matures a person. So sayang kat situ lah. But dah lari topik dah. What were we talking about today?
About Shinso passing into the hero course.
So it's trying to highlight kat situ lah that ultimately kan, it's not your power, it's how your mindset is. Because he believed that he can use his power for good and he worked towards it. So I think that is the main reason lah why it is if you try hard enough, you can achieve your goals. But also just because you don't have the right gift doesn't mean you cannot contribute in your own way lah dalam Shinso punya case ni lah.
Cool. Nazir, bidasan daripada kau ataupun do you agree, setuju dengan Shaz?
Partly aku setuju, tapi aku wonder macam kata Shaz age mature person. Tapi adakah UA ni ada macam limit of umur actually? Macam sampai umur berapa je yang kau boleh apply for hero punya courses actually? Sebab aku rasa maybe there are some point of this gentleman dia dah sampai over limit, so dia dah tak boleh nak apply as a hero course. But one thing for sure, kalau macam Anri kata, kalau takdir bagi dia jadi polis, but now we can see become villain, adakah blame on the heroes society itself yang make him as a villain? Sebab kita tahu niat dia yang satu dia jadi hero, tapi keadaan adakah keadaan tak mengizinkan ataupun memang dia sendiri yang, how to say in bahasa cantik, slow learner. Sebab
itu soalan yang benar.
Sebab kalau aku nak comparekan UA dulu dengan UA sekarang, aku rasa UA sekarang ni diorang lagi lembut. Sebab even kalau kau tengok Todoroki dengan Bakugo pun bagi second chance aku untuk apply hero lesson lagi kan.
Yes.
So which is, adakah the rules and the requirement is being changed over time in the UA? This
kita tanya Anri yang dah 200
sebab
harapan.
Anri I think is more forte in this than me.
So we're talking about a flawed system. 200 chapters later, apa jadi?
Yeah, it's a flawed system, and in the future when you read the manga or you watch the anime, it's going to be more evident that what All For One was saying was true. The system now sucks. It doesn't protect everyone. No one gets the fair shake. Nazir mentioned flawed system, which is correct. And Shazli mentioned mindset about Shinso, which is also correct. Keep in mind that Stain, not only the gentleman burglar, right? They all had hero aspirations. They wanted to make contributions to society. They want to die in service. But because gentleman burglar did not make the cut, you see dia punya backstory.
Yes.
He tried his heart out, tapi dia didn't cut it because the system wasn't actually that merciful to him compared to the current administration. Dia memang show off, but his intent was good and clear. Anyone can see it. Stain wanted to become a hero, but when he went into the system, he saw that, wow, this is like a business. Everything is commercialized, and then you're very simple. Anyone who doesn't toe the line, you just take them down. You don't hear their story. There's like a black and white. There's no gray area. But I know for a fact that I'm fighting crime. I know there is a gray area. It's like a whore. She's whoring herself out, but she does it to feed her kids. And because she's illegal immigrant or someone who doesn't qualify for social security, the system treats her like nothing. So that's a gray area. We can have a discussion about that, but she's not evil. That's one example. In gray areas when it comes to legal and criminal punya aspects lah. So you have to understand that a lot of these villains who turn to crime, they do so because they are opportunistic and they want to do crime. But some people macam they don't have an option. You will see in the manga there are a lot of victims of the system, and it will come to bite the hero punya society punya ass.
200 chapters later. Jeng,
So-
jeng, jeng.
So,
Is that spoiler? I don't think so.
in
Well, it's
short,
too far away. We'll only talk about it 5 years from now. So they
Tapi
are,
it's at least, that's vague lah.
they're gonna forget. Yeah.
so
I
in
am
short
cursed
to
by
say,
knowing about it.
most of the villain in My Hero Academia is the hero yang disakiti ataupun nak jadi
Yes.
hero tapi disakiti lah. Basically it's a Naruto all over again, you know. Naruto kalau kau tengok villain dia, either Pain, either Obito. But these two villain dia orang asal orang baik tapi being corrupted. It's easy as that. But for the My Hero Academia is way more complex sebab ada flawed system, there is a commercialized this and that. Itu macam
Capitalist,
like nampak, okay, engkau jadi hero, engkau disanjung. Engkau being sanjung by society, orang akan have a more respect to you. But bila kau become a villain, people will diss you, will say, fuck you man, kau villain. That's how bad the system is. But actually aku wonder, villain-villain yang masuk penjara apa semua, adakah they have like a macam pusat pembaikan akhlak or something? No, I wonder actually sebab aku rasa
Okay.
for the whole
alright.
season they never mention anything like sebab apa kita tahu villain being captured, that's it. Right.
Okay,
Anri,
spoilers,
silakan,
but okay, this is one of the biggest flaws in the whole series, in the whole system of the hero society. As far as I read the manga, comics, aku tak pernah tengok satu villain yang insaf.
Serious? Wow.
I mean, masuk jail and then reintroduce to society, become a productive member. I don't recall anyone. So this could be one of the reasons why the system actually failed half of the quirk users. The system is very simple. If you're not a hero, you're a villain. Or at best a tool for society. Do you want to accept that? A lot of people won't accept it. I have the tools, I have the skill, I have the mindset, but you don't give me a license. What are my options?
So basically there are three options. You become a villain, you become hero, or you become just a civilian. Tu je.
A cog in the big machine of society.
I think that was part of the movie, second one, Heroes Rising, where the father of the two children macam dia inert kan, tapi anak-anak dia yang ada power or something like that, right? Or dia punya power is lapsap and then anak-anak dia ada power yang Nine wants to steal from. I can't remember, but Shaz, do you remember? We went to watch it together, ya?
Ada something like that. Dia macam I think the father punya potential was weak, tapi the children punya potential was higher. Cuma Nazir punya point tu it was answered in a spin-off Vigilantes.
Oh, I see.
It's a spin-off manga in the same universe. Aku tak sure it's before or after
It's
My
before.
Hero Academia. Before
It's before.
So
Because Aizawa Sensei was an active hero. He wasn't a tutor yet.
Yeah. But it does show that there are people who are aware of the flawed system. And kalau you tengok betul-betul the villains yang semua kena tangkap, ultimately kan, you can draw parallels dengan One Piece punya Impel Down, Batman punya Arkham Asylum. Basically just longgok-longgok situ, itu tak buat apa-apa. Honestly kan,
Yes.
that is the worst possible thing you can do to an unrepentant villain.
Yes.
If he, to me lah kan, you get one strike lah. Second strike, as a super powered person, you should just
Bunuh.
habis je. Because honestly kan, you're putting too much problem people in one location. Sooner or later, they should break free man.
Betul.
Well, kalau nak sembang pasal Impel Down, I think that there is a fruitful situation lah di mana Blackbeard dapat new member, Shiryu the Rain tak silap aku dia ambil. And also tapi setahu aku from Impel Down yang pergi ke Paramount War kan, if I'm not mistaken.
Impel Down was
Sebab apa
somewhere in
macam-
between.
Sebab apa sebab masa Impel Down tu Luffy kena campak pergi ke pulau yang perempuan tu tak silap aku, just to recover, and then dia dengan buah Hancock balik ke apa nama tempat tu aku lupa lah. Shit.
Grand Line.
No,
Grand Line.
no. The biggest prison, boleh katakan the biggest prison in the whole marine actually. Aku tak ingat nama dia apa.
What, Impel Down?
Gaul something, Gaul.
Oh, something else
Gaul
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
Tak apa, it's okay. That one is anime lain.
So kita tahu yang just menangkap orang tanpa rehabilitate doesn't help.
Yeah.
It creates a
Doesn't do
broken
anything.
system. Yes. Sebelum kita membaca komen dari penonton di rumah, aku nak tanya Anri, there is one weird scene dalam episod ni antara Aizawa dengan Mamat yang boombox tu. They are walking away, lepas tu dia cakap, is it about somebody? What the fuck is it all about? What is that all about? Kalau kau boleh explain?
He was mentioning a former colleague.
Awek dia ke apa?
You want me to actually tell you is a partner?
Is it gonna be revealed in this season? Or
No.
not?
He's going to appear later on. There's going to be something going on. There's going to be a
Okay.
drama.
Ini plot besar ni, tak mau.
I mean,
Yeah,
why just name drop it in a cool down episode? Macam random gila. Kalau benda tu so penting, like why you just name drop it in a cool down episode?
Like I said, this is a weak episode.
Yeah,
they need to add content even it's irrelevant at the point of time lah. You know, it's like a what you call it, a potpourri of episode lah. Just add whatever you want.
10 subplots in one. That reminds me of episode 4 of Invincible. 10 subplots in one. So kita ada 2 komen daripada penonton di rumah. Komen pertama adalah daripada Encik Carrot. Dia menyambungkan apa yang kategori The Great cakap tadi. Ada scene yang kena cut tapi ada watak baru. Kemudian Arif Fikri menambah, mungkin dia rearrange scene daripada manga. So mungkin episod akan datang akan ada scene yang kena cut tu dan watak baru.
Let's hope ada cakap ni betul lah, sebab this technique is being used in Naruto as well. Sebab aku baca, sebab masa pen out tu aku baca manga dengan baca anime tau. Saya tengok anime. Dalam manga memang scene tu is a flashback scene. Flashback scene tu dia memang terus connect with the current episode of manga. Tapi untuk flashback dalam anime, dia tunggu sampai end of the arc baru dia bagi flashback. Okay. So this is bagi aku macam dirty technique to prolong the episode more tau, which is bagi aku macam it's no point pun kau nak prolong lagi. Sorry, aku sekarang tengah tengok Shippuden, so flashback being repeating so many times, especially scene fighting Kakashi lawan Obito tu, macam every fucking time kau nampak Obito muda kau macam babi berapa flashback pada lantak ni, walaupun bukannya filler episode. So I think what Arif say is gonna be happening, which is akan bagi more impact for upcoming episode.
Okay.
So lah, sebab so far bagi aku macam My Hero Academia ni dia tak pernah mengecewakan dengan flashback dengan filler lah. So far we all enjoy it. So let's hope it's maintained that way lah.
Agreed. Okay, dengan itu kita akan ke segmen kita yang kedua. Segmen kedua kita is the title of the whole episode, The New Power and All for One, di mana Deku, Bakugo dan All Might cuba mengawal kuasa Black Week kembali. Ada 3 quote penting. Satu daripada All Might, dia mengatakan, "It's my first time hearing about him too." Mamat yang ada kuasa Black Week tu. Yep. "A wielder with a shaved head. I heard that the wielder before my master Nana was a young man with black hair. I don't think she knew that One for All also had the quirks of previous wielders." Kemudian Deku mengatakan, "He said the time is ripe. There might be some kind of external connection." Dan Bakugo menjawab, could it have something to do with All for One? One for All originally came from him, right? Possession of multiple quirks, I see, is the same as him. So, soalan aku kepada para panelis, mengapakah Deku tidak dapat mengeluarkan kuasa Black Whip lagi? Adakah ini sebuah mental block? Ataupun, remember the bullshit quote he said last week, macam, selagi aku tak kuasa one for all, therefore I cannot kuasai
I
Black Whip.
cannot use it.
Fucking bullshit. It's like, apakah pendapat kau, Anri, as a manga reader? Silakan.
It's a cock block of a plot. This is all bullshit. Deku's supposed to be the smartest guy in My Hero Academia punya class, and he doesn't know how he initiate that power. We all know he was there. Monoma threatened his friend, and then tiba-tiba that thing keluar. And he said, I have no idea how to use this power. I cannot use this power.
I need to make a gun before I can shoot the gun. I don't know how the gun is made.
No. I must hafal the serial number of every bullets before I can fire this round. I need to know the instruction behind the box before I can take the gun out. It's all like you're just making excuses. It doesn't make sense. When I hear this interaction between All Might, Bakugo, and Deku, I'm like, are you all high or something? He used the power. He knows how to use it. He knows how to initiate it. You had it on video. You literally have it recorded. And you have no fucking idea what to do. Oh my god. I'm going to block this.
Yeah, man.
And it's all bullshit to me.
Nice one. Shaz, do you agree? Ataupun
firstly kau punya overlay tak ada ni.
overlay aku tak ada? Kat aku ada. Okay, does it come out now? Okay, that's weird. Okay, thank you. Yes.
So okay, at this point kan, aku rasa the real problem is again is a mental punya problem. Because masa it first unleash the first memory of the Black Whip coming out is that he lost control. So dalam hati dia tu kan ada fear that benda ni I cannot control. Then the second part, after he got berjumpa dengan dia punya vestige botak tu, then dia fikir it's actually a power, not something out of control, but I belum learn how to master it yet. So by thinking that he belum master it yet, that it becomes another mental block. First is the fear that what if I lose control again, and then two, when accepting I can control but I belum layak lagi. Macam you guys keep saying must know how to use buat gun dulu baru boleh pakai, all the bullets kena tahu dulu. But what that particular section kan, what was really interesting is the fact that All Might tak tahu all the previous users. It's like, korang tak ada Google image search ke? You tak ada database of heroes ke? Takkanlah you tak boleh nak predict what the next 6 power is going to be.
Dia tak pernah lupa, bro.
Really lah.
He wasn't the chosen one, bro. He's not the chosen one. Bro.
But again, then we can look at it from a different perspective. Deku could have like, cikgu saya nak tengok semua hero-hero yang lepas. They are registered heroes
Yes.
These are not vigilantes sebab the power was passed on from legitimate hero to legitimate hero within the system. So they could like search priority botak. So, kau carilah botak dulu. Or in fact you already know the power. It's called Black Whip. You can show it, cikgu, this is the guy. Ni Mamat ni.
Yes.
Then from there you can list out the rest of the people. Kau tengok je lah Google image, hero search. Ini. Then you can see, Mamat ni, this one give me the power of flame, for example. Yang ni allows me to teleport. Yang ni macam Shinso punya power. I don't know. But it just feels like there is too much guesswork in a world where there is internet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
dia macam aku kena ada perasaan, feeling tu. Aku tak boleh guna data. Tak boleh. It's a feeling thing, bro.
Dia
It's a
actually kan,
feeling.
what made this episode weak is sebab
Yeah.
dia ada macam, dia tak ada direction tau. They could have focused on Deku and Bakugo trying to analyse benda ni. Or they could have made it a pure cooldown episode. Okay guys, sebelum kita back to the action, kita nak tengok Mineta kena bully, kena strap down. Kita nak tengok Hero sedih. Interaction antara dia, Tokoyami dengan Kunoko, Mushroom Girl. You know, they are preparing for the... So dia macam, then after that tiba-tiba ada lawan kat tengah, orang naik ombak, and it's like,
Yeah.
That's why it became weak, because they tak focus on any specific point. It looks like a coherent story lah.
Yeah, but it was
looks like,
just
it's like macam
kau
lompat.
order pizza, lepas tu setiap 2 slice tu ialah something else. Perisa yang kau tak minta. Lepas tu kau macam, what the fuck is this pizza?
Itu
man?
lah lagi teruk.
Kau dapat 2 slice je pepperoni, yang lain semua like bullshit taste, man. Bullshit taste.
You imagine by comparison episode 1 was a stronger episode than this.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was
100%
Hawks Derby Endeavour set up, right?
That was a stronger episode compared to this kan. Macam like, I mean, I enjoyed the whole episode, but that is strictly from a fan punya perspektif. Kalau kritik punya perspektif, melompat sini sana, macam like, kau nak cerita apa sebenarnya? That's why that subplot yang equipment pecah tu, 3 kali aku tengok macam like, kenapa dia orang asyik, why did they show this particular TV news report? Then I remember it on purpose. Then I link to the guy punya gauntlet pecah. Oh, okay.
Lama gila.
So dia macam-
Lama gila saya tak boleh.
It's like you no real payoff lah.
Yeah, definitely. I hope next episode is not going to be another filler. Nazir, anything sebelum aku baca komen dari penonton di rumah?
Actually aku terfikir tau, macam All Might ni kau tengok dia kira macam pengguna paling lama lah yang guna All for One. Kan? One for All ke One for All kan? All for One. One for All.
One for
Sorry.
all.
One for all.
Okay, One for All. The thing is aku macam, okay, aku tahu kau punya previous user kau was the girl. Nenek pada Shigaraki. The thing is takkanlah perempuan tu langsung tak bagi tahu apa-apa tentang the previous 5 user. Takkan langsung tak nampak apa-apa vision ke apa. Kejap.
Aku rasa Nana was the only one that had visions before
Nana ada vision, tapi the previous 4 member cakap belum sampai masa lagi. Kan?
Nana jumpa seorang je. Nana jumpa seorang yang cakap it's not time yet.
It's not time yet. So basically kuasa One for All ni kira asshole jugalah, sebab dia tengah farming the people. Dia tengah farming the body. Bro, tak cukup orang bro. Kita perlukan tambah 6, 7, 8. Aku macam, berapa orang kau nak tambah ni?
And actually aku rasa All Might was the best battery because for like 30 tahun Kimak tu guna hari-hari kuatkan kuasa.
Basically beside the upcoming candidate siapa ni
Le Million
and siapa ni All Might, aku rasa All Might patutnya can get the grasp kot. Dia patut boleh dapat the concept. But habis tu kau pakai 30 tahun tu untuk kuasa kau untuk sekarang jadi besar, kau orang balik tu je ke? Like what is the insight? Kenapa kau tak study lagi dalam? Sikit-sikit bila dia kurangnya, cikgu tahu tak? Cikgu tak tahu. Aku macam babi betul. Ni betul-betul kau nak apa? Kau nak bully Deku ni. But aku rasa in the end of this season, Deku akan make his own One for All punya kuasa yang unik. Lepas kuasa mungkin dah dapat ke 6 user sebelum ni. Maybe dia akan create a new wave of pattern yang maybe can balance dengan dia punya badan. Sebab otherwise kalau dia terus guna tanpa kawalan, end up badan semua dia akan lebam. So aku rasa dia akan maintainkan maybe 10%, 15%. Sebab aku rasa dalam dia pun dia kata kalau guna 20% dia badan dah rasa kebas.
Oh, masa dia pakai black wig.
Ya,
masa
dia kata kalau aku pakai 70%, badan aku belum lagi rezeki, so aku kena keep it minimum.
Itu satu
still aku
spekulasi
macam-
liar yang
Ya,
menarik.
aku rasa macam dia ni macam diorang ni macam keep it under right. Aku cakap babi cerita je sikit-sikit kan. Sebab kita tak tahu lagi 5 user ke 6 user? 6 user kan? Tak tahu lagi kan?
Ya.
6 others.
Kita tanya orang yang dah 200 isu ke hadapan.
Sorry.
Apa jadi 200 issues from now?
Sekejap, sorry kejap nak tahu. Kenapa All Might punya image tak ada dalam kepala DEKU? Kenapa tak ada?
I am under the impression he's not dead yet.
Okay, faham. Okay, so it's still
And that's my
alive lah.
theory. It's not confirmed yet, but so far the
Wow.
previous vestiges, they're all dead.
Okay, faham.
Wait,
So-
so as of
there's a
this
pattern
week,
there.
it is chapter 309 or 310?
311, I think.
Okay, 311. So by
Or
311,
312.
do we know all vestiges?
We will know more of the vestiges, but not all of them.
Okay, interesting. Cantik.
Yeah.
Wait, tapi cantik. Okay.
And Naze is actually I don't know if this is a spoiler, but he's correct. I'm going to say that Deku has become more competent on his powers in the future by this time. Yeah.
Shonen anime bro. Shonen anime. Typical.
Yeah,
Kau tengok
shonen.
sama je.
Very standard.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think this is just my theory, but I don't blame All Might much for not knowing much about the vestiges. He never saw it. Nana was the only person yang kata, oh, I saw this guy in my dreams. I think he's one of the previous power user. And Nana punya power at the time kan was almost the same as All Might. Her power is macam super strength and enhancement. All Might was super strength and enhancement. So under All Might punya pemahaman, okay, this is a one for all punya power. But he doesn't know it was a cumulative power of previous user because he never met the vestiges. And Nana has no idea about that also because he just saw one person from the dream and he didn't even talk to her directly to give out enough information, unlike Deku.
Jadi
So,
persoalannya sekarang ialah kenapa Deku dan kenapa sekarang the time is right.
Maybe like what Shazli dengan Nadzru cakap,
Cultivate bro.
All
Kau
Might
kena
be
tahu.
using that thing for 30 years. Dia hanya guna je. It's like stirring a pot of curry. The more you spin, the more you heat up, lagi sedap. Mendap kan kata orang. Yeah. So, I'm going to stick to that theory.
Tapi itulah, based on that theory kan, sebab kau dah kacau kari tu lama kan, kau tak boleh bau dah kari tu. Kau tahu benda tu power tau. Kari ni kan, kalau orang lain dapat ni, tu like, woo! Tapi kau power tu like,
Betul.
kau bawa. Aku tak boleh bau ni. I cannot smell it.
Aku dah tak boleh bau.
So basically
Oh, tapi kan-
the powerful of smell tu dah hilang pada kau, but to others it still ada. Like that.
Yeah, so
Aku
Deku is the
aku ada
newest,
theory.
nobiest one. So dia macam, oh my god, curry!
Yeah. I mean for all we know kan, the reason why the vestiges mention the time is right or the time is now is because of the fact that All Might has been keeping it for so long. And he's always storing power. That allows the barrier between the vestiges and the user to clear. Okay? But sebab mungkin dalam All Might punya kepala, dia dah cakap benda ni store power je. So it never occurred to him that he could have actually met them in dream, tapi macam like ni mimpi je. Sebab dia tak pernah tahu pun all the previous hero users. Kan? And then dia kalau dia nampak Nana pun, cikgu lama aku sedihnya. Itu je lah.
Only thing he remembers from Nona yang beritahu Deku right was she's hot. Remember?
Yes.
That's about it.
Wait, Shigaraki, dedek kau hot.
Bodoh sekali. Okay.
Weh, betul Shigaraki trigger weh.
Okay, kita ada satu komen dari penonton di rumah kategori The Great mengatakan, saya rasa sebab One for All perlu dirahsiakan kot sampai tak tahu siapa the past user. To remember One for All masih dirahsiakan kecuali All for One. Do you agree dengan teori Brazil ini? Terpaksa dirahsiakan. Shaz?
Tak, aku tengah fikir what is this idea ni. Tak, okay. Aku dah faham. You have user 1 until the current user. Antara the rest of the world, dia orang tak boleh beritahu lah. Ini is expected lah. Cuma by the time dia reach user ke 4 katakan, takkanlah dia orang ni tak pernah inform langsung that the previous users is like mamak ni. We just tahu is like the very first guy is the Ade All for One, and other than that there was no verbal record, oral record yang mention kau kena tengok hero ni. Tapi itulah the weirdest thing is Deku nampak tau. He saw everyone clearly except for 2 hidden. Itu pun dalam manga pun Anri kata dia nampak kan.
The messages, but they were not made. They didn't appear clearly to reveal themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the ones that he could see, dia tak ada search langsung tau. Itu yang macam like, why?
Ada mamak kuning tu, ada mamak botak tu, ada satu mamak warna merah. Macam they all got different colour schemes, man. Takkan kau tak nak macam curious colour scheme ni power apa, stuff like that lah.
Tapi colour scheme tu ni aku rasa sebab untuk anime punya purpose. Mungkin dalam the original manga they might all just be shadow saja.
They are 2 that is completely black, tapi yang lain kau nampak in black and white.
Oh, ya ke? You tengok, you read that part in the manga?
We use it as a cutscene before, the vestiges.
Oh, ya. So, itulah, that is the funny part lah. There was like no, macam like the only person, I mean, we can see that All Might beritahu my previous cikgu is Nana Shigaraki. So, why didn't, Nana mention to All Might, the previous user mamak ni. What was his power? Tak ada langsung tau. Macam like, Ana, makan rambut aku. Like, I'm hero now.
Tanggang. Tak tahu lah. Aku rasa ni salah mangaka dia. Kita tak boleh salahkan orang lain. Ini salah mangaka dia.
Yeah.
Okay, dengan itu kita akan ke segmen kita yang seterusnya. It's not answered, even like chapter 311. So
which is good.
Kan?
There's more things to read and watch.
Yeah. Okay, babak menarik kita yang ketiga adalah Todoroki Flashfire, di mana Todoroki akhirnya menjawab message Endeavor. Kesian ayah dia macam, aku dapat SMS. Dan di mana Todoroki meminta Endeavor untuk mengajarkan kuasanya dengan lebih lanjut ya. Dua quote yang menarik. Pertama, Todoroki mengatakan kepada Deku, "You also had 2 quirks. I'm a little shocked to find out you were hiding part of your power." Lepas tu Bakugo macam bodohnya, half and half bastard ni.
Akan tapi bodoh.
And then Todoroki message kepada Endeavor, "I would like you to teach me more about the Flashfire." So, soalan aku kepada para panelis, pada pendapat anda, adakah Todoroki mempelajari tentang Flashfire daripada Endeavor musim ini is a way to include UA students into the Dabi Hawks Endeavor story arc? Kita akan mulakan dengan pembaca manga kita. Anri, silakan.
Boleh.
Okay, I just want to say that this scene was one of the highlights for that episode because of the reason we get to see Endeavor, and it's quite funny. When he received the SMS from Shoto, he was actually choking someone, right? And then the guy, I give up, let go, I surrender. That was funny as hell for me. And as for Flashfire, I think it's just Todoroki want to put some more moves in his arsenal. He doesn't have much move with fire attacks. All he knows is like to burn things up. Endeavor can make a spear of it, so he can learn a lot from it. He just wants to incorporate this to his arsenal. I'm pretty sure he's going to use what he learned from Endeavor to actually do stuff in future episodes, even movies lah, for the sake of making his character more richer in terms of plot and content.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shaz?
As far as Derby punya arc kan, Derby punya arc is going to be focus more on the Endeavour and family.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil much. I think you know what's gonna happen.
I know. Unfortunately, I know. Thank you, Google.
Yeah.
Thank you, Google. It's
Yeah.
like-
Thank you, Google. Okay. So you have the idea lah. Shoto will not use it yet.
Oh,
Any
okay,
advanced move until he becomes indirect attack with someone at least as powerful as Derby.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Shaz,
That's my take.
sebagai seorang penonton anime sahaja, apakah spekulasi anda bagaimana UA students will be involved in the next arc? Ke tak ada langsung? That means the next 12 ke 14 episod tak ada students langsung, just Derby, Hawks, Endeavour hari-hari selama 14 minggu. Apa pendapat anda? Atau spekulasi liar anda? Silakan.
Nanti lu kau punya ni tak ada lagi ah. Is it a
Ini
technical issue?
aku dah klik lah. Aku dah nampak. Takkan aku nak kena klik 4 kali? Damn it.
Tak, mungkin
Next time
nanti
kau
kau
angkat
klik kan,
tangan terus.
dia kita macam like,
Next time kau
yes.
angkat tangan terus.
Yes.
Bagi tahu aku.
Kalau nampak je macam tu.
Oh, okay. I will look out for
Okey
that.
lah. Kalau tak
silakan.
nampak juga kan, kita angkat tangan lah.
Okay. Alright.
So agak-agaknya teori-teori Brazil dekat internet semua tu akan jadi betul lah. Yang budak-budak yang tengok anime pun semua macam speculate kan, macam like, adakah mamat ni, adakah mamat tu, okay. It's like most of us can only guess, oh no, is this guy and that guy, oh no. Kalau dari segi storyline kan, aku rasa yes, students akan kena involve, because kalau tidak, you're better off making a movie for it or making it a single episode where tiba-tiba dia dapat news, oh Endeavour sudah injured, critical ke apa ke, because you want to put the spotlight on the students ultimately and how dia punya reaction. Kalau dari segi story hook tu kan, aku rasa macam reasonable juga, that because now all the students dah akan ada license dia orang dalam 1A, and then there's going to be the Christmas party. Adakah from the Christmas party they're going to get an emergency call dan semua akan deploy, or masa cuti dia orang akan deploy, itu tak tahu lagi lah. Yang tu cuma manga readers je tahulah.
Okay. Nazik, apakah spekulasi liar kau juga sebagai seorang anime watcher?
This is a spoiler zone for sure kalau kita cakap pasal ni.
Kanan sikit.
This is a spoiler zone if we say about this.
Oh, kau dah baca manga?
Tak, actually aku discover about this by Google itself. So aku macam wow, I cannot wait for this to happen, man. I cannot wait.
No spoiler. I mean,
Yeah,
Shaz
of course,
hanya menonton anime.
We respect the player. Actually it's kind of funny bila Todoroki cuba nak warm up balik dengan ayah dia. Walaupun kau tengok dalam previous episode, abang dengan kakak dia abang dia memang tak suka betul-betul dengan bapak dia. Still macam sebab boleh katakan Shoto ni kira anak yang sempurna lah cerita, sebab dia ada half-half. Kalau kau nak compare dengan abang-abang kakak dia, satu kuasa je ais, tapi Shoto je yang dapat half ice half fire. So aku rasa it's gonna be maybe a heartwarming or maybe awkward a bit between a son and a father, sebab macam Shoto cakap, aku nak tengok macam mana kau redeem yourself as a father, but at the same time aku juga nak belajar move from you as well. So aku rasa as a father, of course dia akan happy sebab anak dia nak accept dia balik. So and also aku rasa Flashfire, kita akan nampak a bigger Flashfire maybe for the upcoming episode lepas dia dah truly master atau dia dah start learning about it, of course. And also kita that of course also seen scene Bakugo dengan Todoroki dapat lesen tu bila masa All Might cakap kau baru dapat lesen setengah jam. Habis tu aku tunggu berapa lama jadi hero. Yang exactly apa buat aku teringat dalam episod 2 masa Bakugo arahkan dengan budak-budak. Yang tu semua pelakon ekstra, kita biar je, kita main star. Aku macam and also aku perasan, lari subplot. And also aku perasan sekarang Bakugo dia punya teamwork dah improve way better daripada before actually. Even dalam match tu pun, walaupun dia still marah, dia akan cakap tak apa kalau aku out, korang protect aku. Aku macam is this Bakugo? Seriously, dia punya development sangat bagus, sangat cantik actually. And also kalau dalam episod ni macam mana Todoroki dengan Bakugo punya teamwork was very nice. Orang tanya, mana bag ni? Bag dah ada lah. Belum kita terbakar lagi. Aku macam siut lah. But yeah, actually I can see Bakugo will become a very nice hero. Walaupun temper still ada, tapi bukan temper nak bunuh, tapi macam temper marah macam tu je lah. Dia temper tu je, tapi dia hati dia niat baik. That something was very, aku rasa macam they do justice for Bakugo this season actually.
What's the Japanese word for it? The one yang lantang dan suka marah tapi sebenarnya sayang.
Tsundere.
So is Bakugo a tsundere?
For a guy.
100% tsundere. He's 200% tsundere. He's gay for Deku. When Todoroki was talking to Deku, he was paying attention. Yeah.
Okay.
And he was, I mentioned this a lot in our reviews the past few months. He's angry is just an act. He's angry because he's a homosexual and he doesn't know how to channel it properly. What if I get rejected by Deku? Instead of angry, I'll be sad, which is worse.
Marah.
Yeah. It's not I'm pro LGBT. I'm just like you're lying to yourself, dude. You have issues. Deal with it.
Dalam Deku seorang yang ada nickname untuk dia tau.
Kachan.
Oh my god.
Chan.
Serious. His name is Bakugo.
Kalau dari Japanese punya ni kan, you have San, you have Chan, and you have all this Sama and macam extension kan. Chan ni is usually reserved for an adult calling somebody yang budak kecil sikit or someone who's like very close tau, then they will call Chan. Masalahnya when you're very close, normally biasanya perempuan yang panggil ada kawan yang rapat Chan. So aku macam like, oh no.
And keep in mind in class 2A, only 2 people call Bakugo-chan. Asui called him Bakugo-chan, and Deku is the only one he allowed to call him Kachan, Katsuki, his first name. So
that is significant.
Yeah, so I'm not wrong in this, and judging from the lot of yaoi fan art, right? I'm not alone. Okay.
Yes, do not search that on Google, guys.
Kat the official fan FB page kan. Keluar je 2 gambar ni. Oh, Deku and X Bakugo. Meletup, topik tu meletup. Orang akan pro dengan artis semua macam wow.
Tahulah bulan ni Pride Month. Aduh.
Betul.
But if you do happen to see Bakugo Deku or Deku Todoroki or Bakugo Todoroki, I advise you to actually watch Deku dengan Mitsuki Bakugo just to clean your eyes back.
The mom
dah.
Okay.
Deku and mom, is healing. It makes more sense. It will make you forget the previous sausage fest.
Yeah, man. It's like Stifler and American Pie all over again. And Stifler's mom. Okay, dengan itu berakhirlah segmen ini dan kita akan membincangkan babak menarik kita yang keempat. Alright, so babak menarik kita yang keempat. Nampak? Nampak? Okay. Bab dari kita. Yang keempat adalah monoma, blank explain. Di mana monoma mendedahkan ciri-ciri tersirat di sebalik kodnya. Dua kod menarik. Pertama, monoma mengatakan kepada DEKU, your quirks a stockpiling one too. Right, DEKU? I copy the nature of the quirk itself. If it's a quirk where you accumulate any and change it into energy, I can't copy what needs to be accumulated. Seterusnya, Monoma mengatakan selepas memegang Eri-chan, I get blanks once in a while. That same logic goes for when I copied your code, DEKU, but couldn't release any power. So, soalan aku kepada para panelis, apakah pemahaman anda tentang teori stockpiling code ini dan aplikasinya terhadap DEKU serta kuasa-kuasa one for all-nya? Because last week kan kita ingatkan is a manifest power versus what was it? Transformative. So where does the manifest and transformative fit in this now stockpiling way of understanding? Aku tak faham tu kuasa monoma ni. If somebody can explain, kita mulakan dengan Anri. Silakan Anri.
I'm going to be very simple. I think it's monoma punya long story short. I can only copy simple powers. Yours is too complicated because there's more than one power involved. Every probably is dia punya power was neutralized quirks, but I don't think it's just fully manifested yet. Tak mature enough, so I cannot copy it properly. So it's still changing her powers. At least that's my take on it.
But he
like
got
DEKU,
the
right?
horn. Like Eri has a horn, he got the horn. DEKU has electricity, he got the electricity, but he couldn't get anything beyond that. Macam
Yeah, but we actually discussed this before. The electricity yang dia tengokkan wasn't from DEKU in the beginning. I said could be from that electric guy from class UA.
Yeah, but this episode confirm Monoma cakap, aku dah pegang kau tapi kau blank. So
yeah, he pegang masa the match. Yeah. But he didn't.
I can't wrap my head around the blank. Shaz, kau ada teori ke apa to explain it to a noob like me?
Teori magic.
Okay, silakan.
Weh, aku baru nak belajar magic weh.
Tahu.
Tengok
Download
sistem
Arena,
biasa.
Ini container.
Okay.
Some people, dia orang punya powers are straightforward. That's it. Dia tak ada a container that encapsulate dia punya powers.
So monoma boleh copy kalau satu kad.
Dia boleh
kalau
copy
satu kad monoma
kalau benda tu straightforward macam Anri kata, is like, nah, power aku macam ni je.
So dia boleh curi.
Dia kena copy. But if the power is inside another thing, dia boleh curi kotak tu je.
Ya, macam example dia was the fat guy. Kalau dia pegang the fat guy, tapi dia tak jadi gemuk. Like, what is that trying to say? Aku tak faham.
Dia, the characteristic is, yang tu, dia punya lemak dia can stop projectiles and so on. Tapi dia sendiri tak ada lemak tu. The power only becomes strong when dia banyak lemak, which is satu di slot masuk lah lemak dalam dia punya container ni. So dalam Eri punya power, dia punya power is belum manifest lagi. That's why dia boleh keluar tanduk tu. Aku boleh copy kau punya your shell, but I cannot copy what the power inside the shell. Yes.
Oh.
So macam DEKU ni, dia can copy the one for all tapi is kosong. That's why masa dia tengah lompat tu, keluar electricity, which is probably the one for all punya over the time, the natural way of like, I'm going to open my powers, tapi sebab dia tak boleh copy content kat dalam tu, dia dapat one for all kosong je lah.
Sebab tu dia kata blank. Oh.
That's why it's a blank. Tapi masalahnya sekarang, adakah one for all ni dah di copy? Is it permanent?
Yes, berapa lama Monoma boleh pegang something? Dia tu dia tak jawab.
Bukan 10 minit juga. Monoma can hold.
Last episode dia kata, oh, macam mana kau tahu 10 minit? Kan dia cakap dekat
minit.
Dia cakap kat Ochako, ingat tak? Macam mana kau tahu aku boleh pegang 10 minit?
Tapi kita jangan lupa, dia ni penipu.
Monoma terpaling mulut besar lah
paling besar kot. because okay, dari segi anime punya evidence, kita tak pernah lagi nampak he manifest a power of somebody dia tak pernah dan dia tak sentuh in the past 1 hour or so. Dia tak ada tiba-tiba boleh buat hardening power from nowhere. Kalau tidak, he can unleash all the powers of all dia punya classmates. So that means mesti ada time limit. Cuma dia tak mention time limit berapa. Yang dia dengan Ochako tu like, kau ingat aku punya power macam mana je ke? Itu nampak sangat menipu lah, you know, nak psycho je. Tapi dia tak jawab, dia macam like like, oh okay, dia dah pakai kan. So but yeah, that is the ni lah, he just got the empty shell.
Okay,
tapi content dalam tu dia tak ada. So in that case, Eri punya power ni dia dapat dia punya manifestation of tanduk tu. But the tanduk itself is the conduit untuk dia unleash dia punya power. So dia dapat the traits of the tanduk tu, tapi dia tak boleh nak copy the further power layer bawah lagi. So it's consistent one,
Okay. Nazi, apa pendapat kau?
Well, apa yang aku boleh faham the blank actually, dia macam ni. Andai kata if the quirk was only A to B kind of power macam Bokuro explosion, Monoma boleh tiru sebab it's only one type of power only. Tetapi macam kuasa maybe macam Todoroki yang ada api, yang ada ais, kuasa apa ni Aswi yang jadi frog. Aku rasa dia tak boleh sebab the ability depends on the physical of the owner itself. Macam Deku, sebab Deku punya one for all ni, dia macam dalam power dia ada satu lagi power. It's by layer, ada 6. So there's going to be 6 kind of power. That is why Monoma tak boleh nak copy 100%. Sebab otherwise, andai kata kalau Monoma cuba juga, Monoma akan mati, badan akan meletup. Sebab physical dia tak boleh nak adapt. That is the one only reason kenapa All Might push Deku gila-gila training. Sebab in order to one for all punya power to adapt pada Deku punya badan. So back to the Eri, sebab aku pasal season 4, Eri dia release power dia bila dia waktu in emotional state. Kalau aku perasan waktu dia sedih ataupun dia tertekan, dia have feeling something. That is why the conduit boleh go all along. Otherwise, kalau Eri in the calm state, dia memang tak boleh nak keluarkan lagi. So maybe in the future Eri will learn how to control, who knows. But I think it will take a long time lah sebab Eri power ni is a one of a kind lah sebab dia rewind time terasa aku. Dia rewind time on someone body. That's why season 4 basically masa Eri belakang Deku is a cheat code for Deku lah. Kau pakai badan still okay sebab dia rewind time. So back to Monoma, aku rasa kalau dia expand lagi dari power, dia mungkin boleh touch the one for all punya layer. But in order to adapt it, dia also physically kena adapt as well. Dia tak boleh just quote as well. Maybe kalau dia learn more, dia maybe boleh pegang Todoroki punya kuasa. Maybe. Yeah, but as for now, aku rasa kita tunggu je lah for si bulut besar ni nak buat.
Cool. So kita ada 2 komen daripada penonton di rumah. Pertama adalah daripada kategori The Great. Dia mengatakan teori Brazil ni, pada pendapat dia Monoma tak boleh copy sebab Eri rewind Monoma punya power bagi lemah. Dia kata Eri boleh Eri boleh rewind quirk, age, development power. Apa pendapat korang tentang teori Brazil kategori The
So
Great ni?
aku harap kalau Anri boleh control Lemillion akan dapat balik kuasa dia lah. Itu je aku nak come on lah. Aku nak balik Lemillion
Wah.
beraksi tau. That
Itu lah.
Lemillion punya season 4 like the best gila-gila lah.
Yes.
Anri senyum je. Dia tahu lah tu.
Not really. Hasn't been confirmed yet. But I'm not throwing out this theory because you have to understand, Anri is a lowly character. She's young, not developed yet. So her powers probably is not developed yet. So this could happen. So I'm 50-50 on it. I'm going to throw it out. I'm not going to take it as canon. But it's something to consider, something to be expected lah.
Nice.
Dia
nice.
ada satu fan, different fan dekat this official punya FB page tu kan. They actually did a comparison that DEKU the previous season or before Eri and then after Eri, dia punya age tu nampak macam muda sikit. It could be a difference in drawing style or not, I'm not sure. Oh, aku suka kategori punya soalan ni.
Sebab kenapa Eri boleh pergi ke Yakuza Clan? Sebab dia pernah rewind age father sampai hapus. Hapus maksudnya mati ke apa?
Tak.
Hapus maksudnya mati ke apa?
Ya ke?
Aku rasa Eri ni bukan anak pada Yakuza ke? Kan aku salah? Right?
Ya, anak Yakuza kan?
Kan dia anak Yakuza and Kai gunakan darah dia untuk buat apa ni anti-quote punya gun. Tak silap aku kan? Ini season 4 punya setahu aku.
Yes.
Yalah,
So kalau
anti-quote tu memang lah, but the part of the rewind age father dia aku tak ingat langsung.
maybe kategori boleh
tak
explain
ada lah,
lagi.
sebab setahu aku Kai kerja under Yakuza. Bapak Yakuza tu yang cakap dengan Kai, kau tolong jaga anak aku tu je, setahu aku. Sebab
Cucu.
Cucu sebab apa his dying wish tak silap aku.
Yeah.
Maybe betul lah ni. Sorry, Anri kata apa?
Yeah, that's true. Memang that thing happen. We just overlook it. We don't remember much because memang the father kan asked to take care of the cucu dia.
Are you telling me Eri is a killer?
Yakuza old man kan?
Is it
No,
Eri killed the old man? No.
No. She didn't kill anyone. She's just using her power and they exploited her and it just backfired lah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Child abuse bro, child abuse.
Itu memang.
She's being manipulated, so she has no control over what's happening lah.
Okay, komen terakhir untuk segmen ini, Iqbal Lee mengatakan, bagi aku Monoma boleh copy satu code yang straightforward, single purpose, tapi dia tak boleh copy code yang complicated, contohnya one for all, Eri, ataupun code yang perlu spesifik kriteria untuk function seperti fat gum sebab lemak dia. Okay, make sense?
Sekejap. Aku rasa macam sebab fat gum dia store the fat tau dekat badan dia. So bila dia kurus tu dia boleh release all out.
Ya, so dia kena makan.
Masa Monoma cakap tu sorry, aku miss out this point dalam last episode. Adakah Monoma cakap, dia kata aku boleh tiru kuasa yang sama tapi badan aku tak perlukan gemuk?
Tak, dia cakap my body won't become fat like fat gum.
Okay, your body won't become fat, tapi adakah Monoma will receive a same power as fat gum, which is absorb the heat.
Shaz?
Dia macam ni. The simpler way to look at it lah. Kalau dia ambil Mineta punya power, tapi kalau dia botak, dia tak boleh keluar benda-benda bulat tu.
The ball, yeah.
And then also aku rasa sebab Mineta ni dia rambut dia curly kan. So that is dia punya ni lah. You get the attribute but you must also fulfill the criteria. Macam kita punya viewer mention tu lah. Kalau she's fat, mungkin get the same power macam fat gum. Tapi kalau dia tak gemuk, no use also.
Okay.
Kiranya outside inside both kena match in order to meet the requirement lah.
I guess so. That is the simplest explanation. Okay, dengan itu berakhirlah segmen ini dan kita akan ke babak menarik kita yang kelima. Okay. So, babak menarik kita yang kelima. To me, this is my favorite part of the episode pasal dia agak action pack ya. Is Bakugo and Todoroki Hero License. Di mana Bakugo dan Todoroki akhirnya berjaya mendapat provisional hero license mereka dan sejurus selepas itu menumpaskan Wet Bandits di musim Christmas. Tiga quote menarik. Pertama daripada Wet Bandit himself. In order to carry this out today, we conducted an exhaustive survey of the petrol patterns in this area. We spent an entire month just for this moment at the end of the year. For this instance, when there are lots of people and no heroes watching, for this place, at this time. Lepas tu Bakugo jawab macam, go get a job. Macam Muhammad tu dah motivated like, aku jadi orang jahat, aku dah planning lah babi. Kau pergi cari kerja lah, lagi senang sial. And then hero yang datang lambat, sliding go mengatakan, perfect, you're amazing, I can't believe your students, thank you, your future top heroes. So soalan aku kepada para panelis, apakah pendapat anda tentang showdown Bakugo dan Todoroki versus the Wet Bandits? Adakah assessment hero sliding go bahawa mereka bakal menjadi future top heroes itu tepat? Silakan Anri.
Okay, this is all I think is a parody or towards the Home Alone punya series, Macaulay Culkin versus the Wet Bandits. It's also on Christmas Eve, which is actually double punya parody. Yeah. I think this is the dumbest part of the second, maybe the second, third or dumbest part of this episode. You have a group of bandits who scouted out an area, make the research and all, tapi they just want to rob people of their purses and wallets. You can just rob a bank or a jewelry store and then, you know, steal one shop and then you just get the fuck out. But no, you have to make macam 2 laps and then the heroes come. I'm like, you must be the dumbest criminals apa in this universe. I mean, come on lah. Oh, come on, man. Come on lah. Have you tak pernah main GTA? Set up a heist or something.
Betul doh.
Yeah. You can rob the entire shop, 7-Eleven, the McDonald's, take everything, the cashier, including the wallets and the purses. But you just target people on the street. I'm like, you're doing too much effort for so little pay tau. What are you doing? I'm like, apa? What are you doing?
Lepas tu dia active lah. Dia cakap, hari ni banyak handbag lah bos. Banyak handbag bos.
Banyak handbag bos.
Ya betul, dia bukan seorang tau, ramai tau group tu.
Yes. Ada 5 followers. Ada 5 followers weh.
If I were them, I'm saying, okay, we're gonna rompak the bank pukul 3 pagi where no one is around. We're just going to take out the entire ATM machine.
Cukup lah.
Kan? Cold hard cash. Semua balut everything ready to take.
Yeah,
But no,
dia pun ada power acid kan?
Yes.
Dia got acid powers kan?
They have a lot of
acid, man.
powers.
I think it's just water bro. I thought, tapi yang
Water,
lagi 5 tu ada power lain-lain lah. Ada
Power lain-lain.
elongated hands and then ada balloon hands lah apa something ada.
Mungkin dia punya glove tu tembak acid kot.
Could be lah,
no,
but
I
they
think
can
it's
do
just
better.
water, wasn't it? Is
Water-
it,
water was-
it's water at a high speed tu yang boleh potong-potong benda tu.
Betul tak guna tu.
Actually, they are not translated as wet bandits. Aku yang panggil dia orang wet bandits because it's Christmas time. Lepas tu orang perompak aku macam, oh my god, this is Home Alone.
Yeah.
Itulah kan. Lepas tu kena curb stomp, put the booth.
Yeah man. Shaz, apa pendapat kau tentang the top heroes? Do you think they will be top heroes in the future? Silakan.
Oh, yang tu confirm. It's just a matter of who is number 2, who is number 3 antara dia orang dua ni. Aku rasa personally ranking number 1 is already taken because it's a factual story by DEKU kan. But number 2 and number 3 I think will be in contention lah antara dua ni. When their time is up, when their time is arrived lah. Cuma itulah, aku rasa the entire fight scene was just to not highlight the fact that there's now black market punya gear tau. The pro hero tu tak guna langsung tu. Hey guys, I'm sliding to the rescue. Like, apa jadi?
I'll take care of this. Macam sial je.
I
Datang
think
lambat last minute tu.
itulah that particular segment also nak remind kat orang lah kot. Ada juga hero bodoh dan ada juga villain bodoh. So, not everybody is a Deku or Bakugo. So, that's why when these guys nampak, budak ni power tu, mesti, I mean, Todoroki punya power almost destroyed an entire stadium kot. Masa dia orang dekat student punya exam, baru student kau tahu. Belum lagi belajar Flashfire, Prominence Burn, tak tahu apa lagi. Special power dia. Scary.
Nazir, apa pendapat kau tentang babak ni? Wish macam alamak,
Aku
episod
rasa-
ada lagi 6 minit atau 10 minit lah, kita perlukan something.
Aku rasa yang ni apa homage pada Home Alone tau. Macam dia macam little homage pada Home Alone. And lagi satu diorang pilih bandar yang betul-betul low crime rate punya bandar tau dia pilih. Bandar yang low crime rate and kalau kau tengok dia punya hero pun pakai apa hoverboard boleh relate. Aku macam hoverboard, are you fucking kidding me? Bergerak macam aku macam pundek betul. But actually apa yang Anri cakap betul lah. Kau paling busuk lah. Kau rompak kedai emas pun cukup lah kau dah kaya. Tapi ni apa, kau make a scene. Lepas tu yang best, kau tu kita dah rancang apa sebulan tau benda ni. Kau rancang sebulan untuk rompak dekat jalan je kau. Aduh, bodoh-bodoh betul lah. Memang betul-betul apa being dumbed down like that. Aku macam bodoh lah. Tapi my favorite quote ada apa, Bakuah, nak mati ke kau? Macam dia selamatkan civilian. Kau nak mampus ke? Macam apa gangster?
Pergi mampus tempat lain boleh tak?
Pergi tempat-tempat dia boleh tak? Jangan balik kat sini.
Influencer bro, dia influencer bro. So dia kena lah, dia tunjuk kat IG bro, ke TikTok dia bro.
Aduh, but honestly memang is a dumb down villain dah. Memang dia bukannya villain yang high end macam Dabi tak. Ini betul villain bangang. Aku ada kuasa apa acid dioxide. Tengok ni. Hancur ke tak ada apa-apa pun. Itu je yang kau boleh buat macam. Aduh, dia punya fight tu epic tu berapa saat je dah. Lepas tu spam out macam tu je. Lepas tu dapat first. Boss, apa dua runtuh bos? Aduh.
I want to add something. Keep in mind,
Yes,
kan, this is taking place in a Japanese type of scenario tau. And most Japanese kan they pay by card tau. So there's no point stealing purse and wallets from them.
Semua orang dah ada Tashengo bro, semua orang dah bayar dengan kad.
They have cards for apa debit payment or macam apa Tashengo whatever it is lah that they use. Some even pay using handphone, so that's even worse.
Maybe diorang nak buka kedai wallet dan handbag bro. Sebab tu diorang
Then they just should have a purse store or something.
Betul. But aku agree dengan Shazza. Sebenarnya subplot ni nak menunjukkan yang there is a black market untuk hero support gear. That is that's it. So the comment untuk segmen ini adalah pada Iqbal Lee, nombor 2 adalah Mineta. Kerana dia power, dia laju dan dia hentai. Apa lagi yang kau nak? Best hero ever. Yes, aku pun harap Mineta akan menjadi
Dia macam
second
Captain America punya shield tau. He is the shield.
Yes man. Tapi dia powered by boobs. So kalau villain dia lelaki, dia terus okay lah, aku give up guys.
Dia kena villain macam Mount Lady, macam yang semua big mama baru lah. Semangat.
Macam Midnight semua ni kan. Tiba-tiba semangat.
Midnight tu.
Dia boleh calculate kau tahu angle tu. All in the plan.
It's all in the plan.
Aduh.
Lepas tu dia cakap kat awet tu, tolonglah jangan lari.
Can you please stop running?
Okay, dengan itu berakhirlah segmen ini dan kita akan membincangkan harapan kami bagi episod hujung minggu ini. Alright, so judul episod minggu depan adalah Have a Merry Christmas ya. Adakah ia bakal menjadi sebuah episod filler lagi, atau adakah the danger lurking behind the festivities yang ditunjukkan dalam preview bakal memulakan story arc tentang Darby, Hawks dan Endeavour pula? Apakah spekulasi liar anda? Kita mulakan dengan Shaz. Silakan Shaz.
Aku rasa it will be a solid Christmas party for the first 5-10 minutes, and then there will be some interruption lah. Most likely Todoroki will get some news, and then that's how the rest of the class akan get involved lah. Then terus dia akan cut to the action scene, which is probably Endeavour fighting, ataupun there is some major disruption lah dari segi from the next major plot story arc dekat this season ni.
Yeah, it looks like dalam preview tu, even though the students are having a Christmas party, but the teachers are having a meeting. So like, what's so important that even the teachers tak ada Christmas party? Macam what the fuck is happening?
Itu dia one is just the post training assessment je.
Ya kah?
They're just saying, I think we all agree that he can go in. So like, oh okay, thumbs up lah. So cikgu boleh like,
not in this episode. I mean in the preview. Kalau kau nampak, the ahli bahasa was the danger lurking behind the festivities. And then dia tunjuk cikgu tengah ada meeting. Aku macam, what is going on?
Oh, that one aku tak sure lah. Sebab there's not much, dia macam foreshadow je kan dari segi tajuk tu. Yeah. But there's no real info to go on lah.
Tapi tajuk dia lame gila kot. Have a Merry Christmas. Nazir, apa spekulasi liar kau ataupun teori Brazil untuk episod minggu depan?
Aku rasa kan dia akan ada another subplot. Macam gentleman burglar tu. It's maybe going to be another fucking kudo episode yang maybe Deku kena buat kerja extra just in order to fight this kind of stupid villain. Yang akan stretch out maybe like another 3 or 4 episode for sure.
Oh no, I can't put up with that shit, man. Tak nak. Let's go with Anri yang dah membaca manga. Silakan Anri. Yeah.
I can't remember this particular episode happening in the manga, so it's probably not that important. I'm just gonna say that this is probably just a filler episode, but it's gonna be a filler calm before the storm episode. Yeah, after this, everything's gonna go serious downhill or something like that. Endeavour is going to have to hustle hard because some serious shit just appeared, and maybe the class 2A will be involved with that particular thing with Endeavour in the mix lah.
Okay.
Because you have to understand, episode 1 has to tie in with the end of the first core, beginning of the second core. It makes sense plot-wise.
Alright. Korang ada apa-apa nak tambah sebelum aku membaca komen daripada penonton di rumah?
Tak ada.
Okay, aku akan baca komen untuk segmen ini daripada kategori The Great. Dia harap ada cutscene yang tak ada dalam episod ni. Exam lesson for Todoroki and Bakugo. Aku rasa they gloss over that kot. Sebab mereka kena lawan geng Oka untuk lepas exam, tapi dah dapat lesson. That's why dia dah tunjuk. Geng Orca cakap, okay, sedia. Lepas tu kau dah nampak macam ramai gila babi orang. And then kau tahu-tahu dia dah dapat lesson. So, takkan dia nak rewind? Do you guys think that we're gonna get to see the fight?
Flashback maybe? Sikit-sikit flashback maybe? Who knows? Maybe
flashback.
Maybe betul-betul Todoroki tengah nak try Flashfire tu. Dia teringat balik masa dia tengah ambil ujian dengan Orca. Maybe Orca say something about controlling your power. Itu yang buat dia can go beyond than what he currently do. You know typical anime punya style. Flashback dapat power baru. Flashback dapat power lagi power. That's how it goes in most shonen. Kau tengok Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball aku tak sure. But if you watch One Piece, it's obvious lah. Sebab in order to beat the villain, dia akan flashback a few times waktu dia training tu. Tiba-tiba dia show a new power. So I think it's gonna be same like this, but aku rasa maybe the flashback taklah ketara sangat macam anime lain. Maybe like a few 2-3 minutes and then they grabs the concept, they go for it. Maybe.
Interesting.
Macam
Seterusnya
Tetsu lah. Aku boleh tahan api sekarang. Tu dia tunjuk betapa dalam oven tu kan.
yes.
Kalau that kind of flashback aku okay lagi, tapi honestly I don't think they're going to show a full flashback of them fighting the exam tu. Sebab nampak sangat macam like all those people taking the license kan, semua top tier punya. It's like we are here to win, you know, let's not waste time, let's get it done. Cukup syarat je. Orca pun macam like aku dah tak nampak tengok dah korang lepas ni, I don't have to see you all anymore. Dia dah confident sangat tau that they will pass. So it's like jalan je.
And then kategori menambah, dia rasa ia akan forward ke Christmas party, tak ada flashback.
Yeah.
Kemudian Iqbal Lee mengatakan ada ura-ura je, tapi dengar cerita patut lepas ni My Villain Academia arc. After that another intern arc, tapi anime akan adapt intern arc dulu sebab nak selaraskan timeline dengan movie nanti. Sebab aku nampak ada visual dah keluar dekat Facebook pasal si intern arc ini. Nanti dia kata apa ni? Nanti ada live MHA, diorang akan share info pasal movie and coming arc. Oh, bila Iqbal? When is that
Tak tahu when the live MHA is. It's most likely the announcement lah.
Okay. So that means they're gonna terbalikkan the internship arc first before the My Villain Academia, is it?
Okay lah, sebab kalau
okay, they could do it that way. Because basically it's more or less happening at the same time, so there's not going to be much of a difference. Which upper arc is going to be played out first. So regardless if the villain arc comes first or the next intern arc comes first, it shouldn't affect the flow that much. So to me, it's a non-issue. Both arcs are actually great lah, because they add more growth to the characters and to the upcoming punya, what you call that, climax of the series.
Tapi tu kira season 6 kan? That's gonna be like 2 years from now, a year and a half from now.
It could be as early as the end of this year, or next year, or next 2 years, latest lah. They have the material ready. Memang manga has provided enough material for them to do at least 2-3 seasons back to back if they want to.
Macam Rick and Morty, 7 season terus.
Doesn't matter which the sequence is going to happen, and regardless of what, we're not losing anything lah in the end.
Shaz, you were saying tadi?
Basically, the way some of the story arcs are done kan, kalau there is no major new power that come out in say arc B, that dia dalam kalau katakan dia ada 2 arc, and then dalam the new arc tak ada some random power that you need to have training dalam arc 1 ni dulu baru boleh keluar power baru tu kan. Dia kan pusing je macam tu je, because the way the manga and anime in general, kadang-kadang when they write the storyline tu kan, dia tak ada clear time reference tau. Except for specific macam, sekarang tiba-tiba ada Christmas. It's Christmas time dah ke?
Betul.
It's like, guys, we're going to the beach. Must be dah summer. Dia tak ada macam kalau kita main game Persona kan, dia akan ada today hari apa.
Persona 3 ke 4 Shazli?
Sama je. Both have the same thing.
Both same lah.
3, 4, 5. Yang 5 ni aku tak main sebab PlayStation 4, so aku tak ada.
You're missing out. Best.
Aku pun last main 4 je. Seriously 5 best
The best so far. It's so good. They actually have 2 remakes. Royal and they have a PS then since
Persona 5
something and then a Royal. And Royal is actually a different game than Persona 5.
Okay, so kalau macam aku nak get back, lain topik. Kalau aku nak get back with the SMT, I should play 5 first ataupun I just play 5 Royal?
don't play. If you want to play Persona 5 as a whole series, you don't need to actually buy Persona 5 and then Persona 5 Royal. Just buy Persona 5 Royal because it covers entire of
Everything.
Persona 5
Entire
plus
story lah.
extra content, extra added story and games and so far.
Nice.
Okay, kita akan sambungkan perbincangan ini dalam WhatsApp group kita nanti. Dengan itu, berakhirlah episod hari ini. Terima kasih kepada para panelis kita, Shazli American, Kaki Anime, Anri Alwi, Kaki Manga dan juga admin Screambite, Nazir Khan. Apakah pendapat anda untuk My Hero Academia episod minggu lepas dan apakah harapan anda untuk episod minggu depan? Tell us in the comment section below. Jumpa lagi di episod-episod BuzzPOP hari ini yang lain. Esok kita akan review Lupin Lipin part 2. Hari Khamis kita akan bercerita tentang Superman episod season 1 episode 10 di mana Superman mendapat abang baru, abang daripada Krypton. Dan juga hari Jumaat nanti kita akan membincangkan tentang Loki episod 2. So jumpa lagi. Majulah fandom untuk negara. Ending broadcast in